Hey, my name's Eric. I'm making faces that you can talk to. It's the start of my weekend. I like the weekend. That means I get to work on my project more. Alright, so let's demo a little bit. I've got this, what did I do? What did I do recently? I mean, I'll go ahead and play through this just for the heck of it. It's like a new spiel I made yesterday. It took me about 15 minutes to make it, which is kind of cool.
Hey, Puke Face.
What?
Is it your birthday today?
No?
Well, that makes me wonder.
Yeah?
You act like it's your very special day. What flavor of birthday cake you want?
I don't want birthday cake.
Oh, I thought you deserved a special cake on your special day. I only got time to make you a knuckle sandwich.
Anyways, yeah, just a silly little conversation there. And yeah, so the reason that I ended up creating this again is because I deleted the original one by accident. The other thing I did yesterday was I improved the automatic positioning of these trim sliders. So they pop in to a place automatically based upon, it's complicated, but it's an algorithm that works a little bit like how my eyes do when I'm editing audio, and I say, where's the noise floor at? And where does it get all spiky and mountainous? And try to get it on the other side. And I figure out where the noise floor is by looking for the flat parts. That's a way to say it really simply. It works pretty well. I'm bothered that I had to use a fudge factor on the end, but I'm not going to make a deeper version of the algorithm until I find I've got some audio recorded in a different environment that this algorithm with the fudge factor doesn't work on. And the fudge factor I added was that this line was consistently a little too far to the left and it was clipping off audio. And the explanation for that is when I find the noise floor, it works pretty well at the start of speech, but at the end of speech your voice trails off. You've still got, vibrations and stuff happening in your throat and signal coming out of your mouth, and it takes a little while to fade out. Whereas the same level in front of the speech is usually just catching a little bit of a breath before you talk, and it's not typically what you want to include. So I just added a constant value to this right slider, and that means that it's most of the time automatically in the right place without having to move it. So yeah. Alright, so today, what am I doing? I noticed that I can make edits to this face, and it's the same face that I'm supposed to be using on the spiel screen, but the edits I made on the faces screen are not showing up on the spiel screen. Now if I refresh the app, do a reload on the web page, I come into the spiel screen directly, it's going to reload the face with the changes I made over on the faces screen. But again, if I come over to the faces screen and edit the same face, we'll give it blonde hair. Then come back to the spiel screen. It's still got the old one. So what I need to do is write a little bit of code for when you enter the spiel screen to check if there's been an update to the face. And if there is, then reload it. That's probably an hour or so of work. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to start on that right about now. Okay. So first I'll just write the code that detects if if there's been an update. A lot of times when I've been handling this by just reloading automatically everything, but the face has got this expensive operation where it recolors all the pixels. So I don't want to reload it every single time I go to the screen. This is a case where I want to check that it actually changed before I reload it. So that means I'm going to need something like let's see, in the path store, let's see. Has record been modified since number? About was record modified. That's shorter. Okay, for that, gotta do all this stuff here. It occurs to me that since there is like a little bit of execution here to get the record, what I probably want to do is write a function that retrieves the record but returns null if it hasn't been modified, or the record if it has. So I'll go up to my functions I have above for get text and get bytes. We'll do this. This is going to be much easier. Async function. Get text if modified. Since number. Promise string. Null. Okay, let's see if Copilot can figure out the implementation. So far, so bad. Nope, you didn't get it. Copilot, sorry. So here it's going to be, oh, gotta pass in a key too. Maybe that's why I didn't. Maybe that's why I didn't suggest the right thing. I am kind of curious. Let's see if it gets it now. This is the kind of thing it usually can get. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Good job, Copilot. Okay, and we'll do the same thing for bytes. Get bytes if modified. And I did create a little pattern up above. It should be able to get the function signature. Yep, it can. And always got to read every line and make sure it makes sense with Copilot. So, okay, so that makes me wonder though. Key value record. So the record could come back with record bytes being null. So let's do record last mod. Let's see. Let's do records or record bytes not equal null, and it's been modified. Well, if that's true, we will return the bytes back. Otherwise, we'll return null. Similarly, I didn't even do anything here about checking if the text is going to be there. But I should. Do I really need that question mark there? I don't think I do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like that. And that's a little bit safer. Let's make the same change over here. Okay. So now if I get the text or so then the question is, where do I get this sense value from? Because I've been obscuring it in these functions here, get text and get bytes. So I could do it different ways. I could make this function return string plus date. I could make another function get text and other info. Could just make a get last modified. That's probably the cleanest way. And most of the time I don't need that last modified information, so this is maybe a nicer way to do it. Okay. I think that's good. If I can make this simpler, I can just say it's a debug error if we pass in a bad key. So we'll say if not record. Wait, maybe do I already have a throw and get record by key? Let's check get. Maybe I'd have to try it. I'd have to try it to see like what actually happens. Like, will the error reject here? Let's okay. There we go. All right. So that's probably what I need in the next place that I'm going to write code. Those functions I just wrote. So let's go to the init code for the Spiel screen. So here we go, Spiel screen, and then the init code's going to be inside of general interactions. Okay. So here's the place where I'm saying if it's already initialized, we'll do a few things and we'll exit early instead of reloading everything. So this could be the right location to figure out like if it's if there's been a change or not. I also need to store someplace the last modified time for the face. Okay. So that probably means load face from name is going to need to return the last modified. Okay. You know what? Just for now, though. Just for now. Let's do. Let's go to load face from name. Where's that coming from? File interactions. Okay. Load face from name. I just want to test that new code I wrote. Come on. It's not in file interactions? Load face. Come on. Where are you at? Face is common. Okay, I was in the wrong location. So get rid of that file interactions. It'll just confuse me. Go to my face is common. File interactions. Okay, load face from name. Okay, face def equals get face definition. Okay, so I gotta get face definition one. Okay, so just to make sure it's working, console log get last modified, and we'll pass in the key. Make sure we don't forget to delete that. Okay, so now I just want to see the last modified time on the face. Oh, I can already tell that I screwed up because this needs to be asynchronous. Okay, so 593. Remember those numbers. Now come back over to faces. Okay, now I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to come back to the Spiel screen. I'm going to see if that number is still, well, it didn't retrieve it again, so I don't see the number again. So that's fine. Let's make some token edit. Here, I'll move the mouth a little bit. Okay, then I'll come back to the Spiel screen. I want to see if the last modified updated. So now it's at 593. Come back over here. Oh, it didn't because it didn't load the face definition again. Got it. So the thing that I need to do is get the last modified to come back. So I was encapsulating it inside of this call as something you don't really need to get. But oh, there's an easier way to do this. There's an easier way to do this. I don't have to compare the version of the previous record. I only have to compare the time that I first loaded the face definition. So what I could do something like yeah, let's just make a copy of this function. So get face definition if modified, and we'll do since number. And this is get text if modified. Since okay, so then this should no longer be the case. I'm not going to throw unexpected. We will just return the face definition, whether it be null or populated. But this must be string or null now. Okay. So then I was someplace else before. File interactions, yeah. Load face from name. And I can pass in here. What if I just do load face from name if modified and let it complain where in the places that I broke it. That'll be an easy way to find everything. Since number. Okay, this is get face definition if modified. And this is the number, or since. Just doing a little bit of plumbing here, basically. Okay. Okay, so then I know I broke stuff. That's okay. So let's do load face from name if modified. It occurs to me I'm pretty close to having both functions available. Async function load face from name if, and yeah, don't have to do all that junk. Wait, I'll just hold on. So I want file interactions, general interactions, file interactions, faces. Okay, so you got get face definition, you got get face definition modify. Goose, you raiding? Is that what you're doing? I'll take a one-person raid. I mean, it might overwhelm me, but yeah, I should raid you later with my party of one. We'll just keep on raiding each other until we have twice as many people as we did before. Let's see. Get face definition. Let me go back to file interactions. Okay, then I'll just make just a syntactic sugar to do this the other way without the modified, and that's pretty easy. Just return load face from name if modified, and then yeah, just like Copilot says. I've been doing that with DevDad. He dropped 60 on me and I just watched him slowly go down. Yeah. It's a good thing that my main reason for being here isn't to get stream chatters or listeners, because I would be failing. I would be failing really badly. I'm pretty much just doing the work I would normally do, but deciding to stream at the same time. And I don't really change what I do very much based on the idea that somebody else might be watching. So that's the secret of my not success. Are people really into Node? Like, I know it's prevalent, but is it exciting? I think there's also like a lot of people in the Twitch programming channels that are mainly just trying to get a job somewhere, entry-level type people. Not that that's bad or anything. So load face from name if modified. Load face from name if modified. What? Yeah, pass that too. That's all. Just to make sure I didn't regress. Did I regress? Alright, you haven't seen my stuff in a while, so I'll do a demo for you. This guy's gonna talk.
Hey, Brick for Brains.
What do you want?
Is it your birthday today?
Yes.
That's the explanation. You seem like you expect this day to be special. What flavor of birthday cake you want?
How about chocolate?
Ooh, chocolate cake. I only got time to make you a knuckle sandwich.
There you go. There's my silly guy. Bon, Alright, so he did load in just fine. A thing I could be doing. Let me think about this. Go back to file interactions. Face def. Await get face definition if modified. This should be or null. And then if not face def, return null, like that. And what would the error come from? Yeah. Gotta remember what that Maui thing was. Heard stuff about it, and I said, oh yeah, is that WebAssembly? Was that what it was? .NET Maui. What? Yeah, what is .NET Maui? Oh, okay. That's cool. Do you like it? Do you like Maui? I do like this promise, because I know things like React Native, you're still definitely writing UI code that's specific to React Native and not really reusing it for React for web. So maybe this does better with that. I don't know. I don't know much about it at all. Oh, well, they're not really targeting web anyways. At least it doesn't look like they are. Android, iOS, Mac OS, Windows. Ooh, layout engine. Yeah. I mean, I guess the question would be how well it works, and if you can truly use like their layout engine to make a screen that's going to work for multiple targets, web and phone and everything. Or if you're making like different screens for web and different for, it's just like, I've never seen any framework really solve that. Like, there's some that kind of sort of do it, but not in a great way. So it's kind of a question of how well they did it. But yeah, I'm open-minded. Boom. Okay, let's see. So const result, or let's see, canvas component, or honestly just the head component. Okay, so we'll say if head component, turn head component. If head component not equal null, is that what you want? Dude, what's your problem? I just checked that it's not null. What are you even talking about? TypeScript. Okay, this can return a promise to either a canvas component or null. Oh, I know. Duh. Okay, this is what I messed up on. Okay, there we go. So that was my fault. So otherwise, we say warn that and return, yeah. Okay, and here, I guess that's okay. Okay. All right, Goose, have a good one. Raid you later. Okay, so there's the file interactions. Go back to general. Okay, so I could move this up above. Let's do maybe oh, I see. Component or null. Do I need that? I don't really. Let's just go like this. That should do it. Down here, oops, no. Okay, so we'll say Okay. So if it did load that, then okay. If next head component, then we will bind head. I need to add that to core. Bind head component. Yeah, that. I'm guessing that doesn't exist yet. Not yet. And I suppose I don't need this extra variable, do I? So if I put this here and here, let me see, am I guaranteed if load face from URL is going to return a non-null? Oh, come on. Okay, Windows, file open, SO, web paste, load face from URL, where you at? Okay, it's not going to return null. So go back to Wisp and no, it could return null in the case where the nothing's been modified since. Okay. A little bit tricky, the logic here. So if this returns null, it means I think I know how to fix this. Okay. The problem is I'm trying to recover in failure cases, and it prevents me from actually returning the failure case. So what I need to do is just friggin' fail and just call it good. And since I don't really want to recover from this, Much simpler. And do I need this? I don't think I do. This just becomes okay, that'll break some stuff. Okay. But I can fix it. Okay, so load face from name if modified. And let's make this. Okay. Const head component. What was next head component or load default face. It should actually be in await. Then we say head component. Okay, much cleaner. But I have to make bind head component inside of init core. Come back over here, and you can now be imported. What? Okay, so other stuff will have broken. Let's just do a load face from URL check. Or load face from name. That fixes that. Okay, where else? Set up for noob face. I mean, that kind of seems already wrong. Load face from name. How's that even going to work? How would it have worked before? Oh, it's a promise. Okay. Okay, got it. So let's just encapsulate. Function load head func. Load head. Yeah, and we'll just say return load face from name. Let's see, let's do async. Return await load face from name. And then it's got to be, let's see, face name string, face name, await load default face. Okay, and you need to be imported. Why would you not just... Get back down here. This can just be load head. There we go. Okay. Let's just find what's still broken. Okay, so where's that? I have no idea why they wouldn't just say which file the build error is in, but that's fine. I can just do a search. That's not the place. There's a place. Okay. Let's see if that builds. Guess I can fix these warnings too. Regex util. Okay, what is it? You don't like... That's the one you don't like. All right. And this one. Faces, okay. Yeah, it's not actually used. Okay, so I can just delete that function. I thought I was going to use it. I think that means that nothing uses it. Yeah, let's just delete it. Okay. What else did you complain about? Get all keys path at path is defined but never used. I feel like I might use this in the future. Or maybe not. Projects. Get project names. That will be used in the future. But this is not being used. Okay. Okay, it's used in quite a few places. Cool. Spiel nodes view. Okay. So then, okay. Let's go back to so this 0 means it's always going to load in the new face. Let's just demo that. So if I go to, not demo it, test that. If I go to Spiels, it's loading in the face. Okay, if I come over to faces, and I set the hair color to mustard, I come back to Spiels. No? Oh, wait a minute. It changed. How is it so fast? It didn't do the loading? Let's come back over here and change the color again. Oh, it did like a late update. Well, it took, okay, so it did do the load, but it didn't show that it was loading. That's the difference. What's the thing on the Spiel screen that it looks at to figure out whether or not it's going to show the is loading thing? So it's in the test pane. Is test running? What is it? Disabled? Is that the thing? Oh, the head component. Get head if ready. So if head component is set to null, then I think that's what will key it off. Okay, so back to here. Let's see, in core. Okay. If I do that, go to here, come back to here. No. Huh. Okay, that seemed like it was gonna work. Yeah, if the head component that's passed is null, it should show the loading stuff. Jesus. When I'm thinking really hard and I get a text from my wife, it always freaks me out. Okay, so head component should be null. Console log head component. Or let's do this so I can see what the heck it is. Okay. Okay, so if I go to faces and we clear this, come back to spiels. So it looks like at no point was the head component not null. I mean, the other way around. At no point was the head component null, because these are all blah, 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 blah. Okay. What does that mean? Back to the spiel screen. Where we're calling get head if ready, but there has to be like some kind of re-render. I might be fussing too much about this, to be perfectly honest. So I think I understand. Where is set disabled? Okay. Huh. Really? I don't get it. If I say bind head component null, it should be null. Set disabled should cause a re-render. I don't know. I'm feeling like this probably isn't worth all the trouble. Because honestly, all I've got now is it comes into the screen. It does a little reload thing. It's actually pretty benign. So if I come like this, I have to wait a little while before I can do anything. But so if I come here and just change the hair color. Okay, then go into their spiels. So it starts out with the wrong hair color, then it kicks in with the right one a moment later. It's not bad. It's not bad. It might even be nicer than putting the loading dialog up. The other thing I want to do though is be able to avoid having to load everything each time. So for that I need to pass a sense value that is based on the last time I actually loaded something. Yeah, that's a nice idea, but I can do a little bit better. Okay, so we'll say type, and then it's gonna be, oh, I just always forget the syntax for this. Type, what is it? I'm just blanking on the syntax. Alright, TypeScript, type declaration for an associative array of, yeah, do it. That's what I want, thank you. So we say const face load times equals bam. And we say yeah, easy peasy. Okay, so if we've got the last time that we loaded it, that's fine. Function. Yeah, okay, here we go. Although, let's just change this to update Update last face load time. I can get rid of this. And this is going to be. You got it. All right. So then after we're loaded, we say update. Ah! Alright, I think that's the stream. I gotta go get some food and stopping the stream now.